Believe it or not, but I just recorded a 30-minute video, but then for whatever reason, the video was not saved, and boom, here we go. The second trial, but it's fine. I was talking about stoicism because I happened to see a video of a girl on YouTube randomly. She said that like she was sexualized by her friends from school and stuff. I mean, it is really an unfortunate situation, and I don't wish it to befall upon anyone's life. But I just looked at my life, and I realized that, like, dude, I don't have some social problems or like problems that normal people usually have. Like, what do you? I'm not sure what you guys usually worried about, because I myself, the only thing that I think is just like I don't like university. That's all. Maybe you guys might not like your parents, they always complain, or your partner or your friends full of BS. Some people around you, they might be toxic, or you might not like your life because it sucks, or your jobs, it's horrible. In maybe your financial situation, your disposition, about like your personality, your impulsive behavior whatsoever. I mean, it is quite vague here when I describe it, but if you know, you know, okay? And I look at my life, man, I don't have problems at all. And mainly, not mainly, I would say that partially it is because of Stoicism. But I don't consider myself a Stoic, but definitely I am influenced by it to some extent. I simply don't care about what people think about me. First and foremost, you get to know that I am a social. I don't want to interact with anyone, not because I don't have the ability to. Like, I mean, I can read through them, and sometimes it could be quite awkward when you know what they're going to respond and stuff. You predict every conversation, every response. It's quite weird, but you just can't control it. It is how your brain is programmed, so I just can't help. Okay, and I just don't value superficial conversations. Mostly nowadays, people just talking about some celebrity affairs, BS memes, gossiping, or BS racist, sexist, misogynist, misandric humor stuff. I just don't want to engage in any of these, because if I can avoid it, then why not, right? To maintain my tranquility, and I mean, it is good. Like I said, that's why I don't have problems. Just live my life, you know. On daily basis, I don't have notifications at all. I don't need to worry whether my friends will like me, they hate me. No, no more. Just fuck all of that. And when I said that, like, uh, I live my life like a stoic to some extent, because like I I can live a life where when it is like really, really bad, in an unforeseen situation, because I have been through worse. When I was in high school, I was a military student. In Thailand, it was so tough. It was ranked like number four, five, six, around that, like really top, like globally. Freaking shit. Like the US can't compare near us. I swear to God, like I got a, uh, I was training like how to shoot like with a gun in. It was horrible. I was even like eating in a like lying on like the ground, like lying in a sleeping position, but you just like your head just tucked outwardly, just like that, and just eating like this, like an animal. Fucking shit. Literally, like we were sleeping on a mountain without showering, and wearing the same outfit for 5 freaking days. It was horrible. So I got through it. So I've been worse. I swear to God. I mean, it is good when you abstain from luxury and excess, be more disciplined, I would say. I mean, like, I would say that discipline alone is not inherently good by itself, because a disciplined person can still be tyranny, you have seen it. So you must view it in a good way or moral way, whatever that you want to describe it. So I just wake up basically living in the same loop for months so far, reading a book, exercising, eating healthy, just living in moderation. I don't buy something on impulse anymore. Back then, I mean, I wouldn't say that I did, but I always considered it. But definitely, I was more impulsive. But now, you understand that, like, you remember after you buying these, you know, beautiful or whatever. Because I myself, I bought compression shirts, and at first, in the first few weeks or like the first month, I felt like I was so powerful and I was a new version of myself that is better. That's how I felt. But after that, it's just the same, you wore it every single day. Nothing changed. So I just understood that it would never be enough. I would always want it more and more and more and more. Because we crave novelty. So what do you mean by that? Look at like social media, with our habit, like modern habit, or like addiction with doom scrolling, that people always doom scroll. And the reason why, because it is addictive and it doesn't require effort at all. You could literally do it anywhere and anytime, which is why people love it so much. Every 5 seconds you would see a new video, maybe even like from a new field. The first video is a psychological technique, the next one is about history, the next one is about politics. Fuck, our brains would be fried, bro. Like, it's not going to remember all of these, I bet. And when you understand that, you will always feel bad when things don't go your ways. Like, you want your partner to say yes in your like demand, but they refuse it, and then you are mad. Even though I don't think it is reasonable, or they might have their own reason and stuff. Like I said, it is something out of your control and you must accept it. You cannot force your way through everything. You cannot control all of your friends' attitudes about you. You want them to like you whatsoever. But secretly, they might hate you. I'm not even joking. Give me a sec. I don't know if I have mentioned that I'm asocial and that I don't hang out with anyone. I mean, your life would be so peaceful, you cut out unnecessary problems and not just yourself. If you can't live with it, then it is on you. But I think at some point we'll be fine with it. Sometimes they were unbearable, but you gotta thug it out. That's it. Life will not always give you what you want, and it is good for you if you can be disciplined and control what you can control. You need to realize that some people, they might insult you even though you know that it is not true. You can control your response. If you think that you're better than them, then you shouldn't insult back, because what exhibits at that moment when you respond back with I don't know, a worse insult than them. It only shows your stupidity and lack of control, meaning that either you're either equal or worse than them. And if you want to be a better person and want to live your life happily, because when you mad at something, of course, like it is a negative emotion, you don't like that, maybe it will even ruin your whole day, right? But if you can let it go, then you're not gonna feel anything. You would think that, like, I mean, it's part of life, then it is what it is. Just like genuinely think positively. I have a good example for this. I walked to a barber shop because I had checked, on my phone whether the shop was open or not, and it says that it was open. So I walked there for the whole hour, and then when I got it, you know, like I was standing in front of the barber shop and it was closed. Boom. So the first like a few seconds, I was like, shit, my life. I walked for an hour, but then I realized that, like, I mean, at least it was good that I went outside since, like, I hadn't gone anywhere in a while. So, I mean, it was good, you know, took a long walk. In a way, you can think about it as like, um, you explored new neighborhood and stuff, and I ended up trying new street food, and yeah, it is what it is. And I got a chance to work out a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Like, got like what, 15K that day. So it wasn't bad, like, altogether, you know what I'm saying? So just like shift your perspective toward that thing or that situation so that it will not consume you. It is for you, like, all of these are for you, you know? You're not mad at them. You're not doing it on their account. You are doing it for yourself. Just like that. And like I said, that's why I don't have problems like others that much. I don't give a value to people's words, opinions. They can view me as like a freak, a weirdo, but I mean, that's up to you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to believe that, then go ahead. I'm just going to live my life. Even if like 1,000 people, they fight against me, they say that I'm wrong. But if I believe that I'm right, then that's it. That's all that matters. I'm not trying to say that I'm like an arrogant person who doesn't listen to anyone, but I don't mean it like that. I mean, like, in a way that people hate you, like they disagree with you, they don't like you, because the only person that knows you the best is you. Okay, you know what you are thinking, you know why you did that, you know why you said that. So that's all. If they don't believe you, then let them be. You can try to explain yourself, but if you don't want to believe it, then it's going to be futile. So my life is not the best, by the way. It's not even perfect. I if I The perfect life in my definition would be like, being able to travel anywhere in the world anytime without having to worry about finance or anything just like that. That is like a perfect life. Right now, I'm living the completely opposite life of my ideal life that I want to live in. I swear to you, if you have seen some of my videos, or like, if you've been like my fan for a while, you would see that I'm always in this room on my daily basis. I would live in this room like for the whole day. I am essentially a mute person. I don't have anyone to talk to. I don't go anywhere. The only place that I go is the uni, like Monday to Friday. And I didn't want to go there at all. I swear to you, but I am obliged to go there because, because of like the attendance. Sucks. I wish that it could have been online study instead so that I can just live here 24/7. In a way, it's quite horrible, but you know what I'm saying? Really, some days I really thought that, like, damn, I'm living like a life like a prisoner, really, in this room, but maybe just more luxurious since I can buy some food that I want. I don't have to eat like shitty food. But like I said, just letting go of things that are out of your control, be disciplined, you know, because your future is contingent upon your current habits and actions. So if you want to become successful, you know what it takes to get there. You can't just be a lazy ass motherfucker lying on bed playing Station 5 for the whole day or talking with your boyfriend or girlfriend, chatting with them for the whole time and complaining, oh, my life sucks. Do you think that it would be helpful? Yeah, you got the answer. So do something with your life. I mean, when you cut all of the unnecessary things, I think you would be calmer. Genuinely, I don't get mad at anyone at all, even though sometimes I feel indignant toward like people around me, but I just accept that not everyone is perfect. Like really, even like my teachers in university, they are so unprofessional, so emotional. Like I swear to God, like bro, are you a freaking 5-year old kid? I was like, shit, bro, I can't believe that you're my teacher. You know what I'm saying? Some teachers are not even qualified. I've said it 1,000 times already, but it is what it is. Like I said, you just have to let it go. You know, you can't just like wish for them to be better and then things will be your way. It doesn't work like that. I mean, I always emphasize it, but it is true. Understanding it and actually living accordingly is completely different thing. You know what it is good, but it doesn't mean that you will do that good thing. For example, you know that staying in a toxic relationship is detrimental and it could potentially worsen your mental health and your overall well-being. But you still chose to stay in that relationship anyway. See, cognitive dissonance, like what you believe and what you do is completely different, and you will pay the price of it later on. This is why like emotional intelligence matters a lot. You need to be able to regulate your emotion, be more logical. You gotta know that, okay, if you were to stay in this relationship longer than this, what do you get? Okay, like you feel, good sometimes, they treat you well, but you know that they're going to abuse you, going to emotionally manipulate you, and you feel horrible every time you have an argument with them. But you know that if you break up with them, you need to deal with the healing process, and it's going to be a long journey, and you don't know whether you can handle it or not since you and him or her have been together for months or years. It's going to be difficult, but at least you start to choose your life, because sooner or later you know that it is inevitable for you guys not to break up, right? By postponing it is only worsen your life and theirs. So think about that. My bad. I came back. I heard some noise. I don't know what my neighbor did in their like bathroom, but anyway, so get back to our topic, I genuinely believe that we should be able to live our life comfortably regardless of our circumstance. Since we might not like it that much, but like I said, we cannot control it. And if you want to improve your life quality, you know what it takes to get there. Save more money. If you want to be healthier, then work out, maybe like sign up for coaching program. If you don't have money, just go to the gym. I swear to you, you can ask for somebody to help you with like some exercise. They're all kind. I swear to God, like from uh an ex gym bro perspective, or if you want to have a partner because you were single for so long, then learn how to set boundaries, how to attain communication skills, and how to avoid conflicts, whatsoever. Just what it is to get there, then just try to follow it. Don't need to complicate things. People like to think that like, not like, I'm not saying that like people would say things out loud that, oh, I want to complicate things. I don't mean like that, but like psychologically, we feel like, damn, complicate things means, better result, more profound or so ever. But in reality, just simple things, it also work, okay? It works the same way. Just what matters is that you can do it sustainably or not. That's it. Be consistent about it, and then you will see the result. I mean, that's why I don't have problems. Of course, I'm not going to deny that sometimes it is quite empty, but I mean, at the end of the day, would you rather um choosing to have like toxic friends or toxic partner or being alone? I'd rather be alone, and in fact, I would have more time. I have more time to read a book, to watch movies, to think about my life, how I want to live my life, and maybe even like sometimes to cultivate some skill sets so that I can monetize it later on, like I said. So I think that is pretty much overall. I hope that you get something out of it. I really hope you do. Thanks a lot for watching until here. And I hope that you genuinely apply something that I told you. Because I mean, I really wish good things for you, man. Like I don't see the reason why I have to want some bad things for you. So because if you really want to change, even if you watch like 10 motivational self-improvement videos, nothing changes except your mindset, maybe a little bit. Maybe you'll be more resilient, more ambitious, but I mean, that's it. Nothing substantial has changed. So you gotta do something with it, man. That's why I'm telling you that you gotta, be critical and think whether my uh suggestions are good or not, which one you like, which one you don't like, which one you want to adopt, which one you fucking hate it. So I mean, that's all on you. If you don't want to change it, you just want to listen, then that's fine. But I mean, take it from me, man. I don't want you to regret it. So I hope that you get something out of it genuinely, and thanks a lot for watching. See you next video.